In a small, peaceful village located between a large green forest and a river whose water sparkled under the sunlight, there was a place known for one particular person. This person was a wise monk who lived in a simple abode. The monk was famous because he was wise. He had an answer for everything, and people from all corners of the world would come to ask for his help and advice. One bright morning, a new visitor came to the village. He looked very worried. He couldn't sleep at night. He had so many problems. He had heard about the wise monk and hoped that he could help him find the solution to all his problems. The monk was sitting quietly in the courtyard when the visitor arrived. He invited the visitor to sit with him under a big old tree. The tree was hundreds of years old. Its trunk was wide and covered in rough grey bark, and it had many strong branches that were full of leaves. As they sat under the tree, the monk turned to the visitor and asked him what was troubling him. The visitor said, "I am always having problems. Once I solve one, another one appears. It's like a never-ending cycle. I don't know what to do." The monk listened carefully. Then he pointed to the tree under which they were sitting. "Do you see this tree?" The visitor said that he did. He looked at the tree but didn't understand why the monk was asking about it. The monk began to tell the story of the tree. "This tree is very old," he said. "It has been standing here for many centuries. It has faced many storms. The wind has blown away its leaves, the rain has made its roots soggy, and the sun has dried its branches. But despite all this, the tree stands tall. It does not try to fight the storms or complain about the sun. It simply lets them pass. And after each storm, it grows a little bit stronger." The visitor listened to the monk, but was still confused. "But how can I be like a tree?" he asked. "I am a human being. I have problems that need to be solved." The monk smiled and said, "Yes, you are a human and you have problems. But think about this. Maybe your problems are not something to be solved, but something to learn from. Just like the tree, you can grow stronger from every problem you face. Instead of trying to solve all your problems at once, try to understand what each problem can teach you. Maybe then, you will see that they are not just problems, but also opportunities for you to grow stronger and wiser." The visitor thought about the monk's words for a long time. He realized that the monk was right. His problems were not just obstacles in his path, but also chances for him to become a better person. From that day on, he stopped worrying about solving all his problems at once. Instead, he took them one by one, learning from each one and becoming stronger with each challenge he faced. And so, the visitor learned the wisdom of the old tree, that problems and challenges aren't just things to be solved. They're also opportunities to grow stronger and wiser. Just like the old tree, he learned to weather his storms and grow stronger with each one. And in the process, he found the answers he was seeking. In the story of the visitor and the wise monk, there are enduring lessons that remind us of the inherent wisdom we carry within ourselves. Problems and challenges, often seen as hurdles, are in fact opportunities waiting to be explored. They are the keys to unlocking our full potential. Just like the visitor, we should learn to tackle one problem at a time. Trying to resolve all at once may lead to overwhelming feelings and unnecessary stress. Each problem has its own learning curve and deserves individual attention. Life, like the old tree, teaches us about resilience. Standing tall through numerous storms, the tree embodies endurance and strength. It adapts, it grows, and it thrives, demonstrating the profound power of resilience. Similarly, we too can learn to not only withstand our challenges, but to grow from them. Change is a constant companion, and adapting to it is not a choice, but a necessity. Just as the seasons change, so do the circumstances in our lives. Embracing this change, bending like the tree in the wind, we learn to flow with life rather than against it. Patience is another virtue the tree imparts. Growth is a gradual process, and patience allows us to understand this. Rushing towards solutions or change can create turmoil, but patience paves the way for mindful progress. The visitor had the wisdom to seek guidance when faced with a conundrum. We too should not shy away from seeking help or gaining a new perspective. There is no shame in not knowing. The real folly lies in not wishing to learn. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Stay tuned for our next video. God bless you.